In this video, we will describe various techniques using slings in first-stage labor to support fetal position change. Side lying with upper leg supported in a sling. This position uses gravity and weight of baby's back to rotate from an OP to an OT position.
For this position, you will need the sling and 2 pillows. Position the client on a flat bed so that the baby's back is on the bed side, not the ceiling side. So if the baby is ROP, then the client should lay on their right. Position the sling arm directly above the client's knee. To tie the knot, it is best if one side of the sling is longer than the other. Approximate where you want the nadir of the loop to be by positioning the leg and then tie the knot to the side. To aid with positioning, the bed can be moved side to side, but ensure that it is fully lowered so that all the wheels are on the floor. When tying a knot, make sure the ends of the fabric are all the way through the knot and then pull to tighten. Always secure the sling with 2 knots. Note that the client is positioned such that the left leg is in the air, the right arm is extended in front of them, and the left shoulder is slightly forward. Hips and knees are flexed. The sling should be placed over the knee and the whole foot. Add pillows under the raised leg for added support. You can also raise the bed up and down if you need to create more tension. Do this position for 15 to 30 minutes, then encourage the client to move to a kneeling or leaning forward position. Sitting and leaning forward. Forward leaning positions enhance fetal rotation and help maintain OA as it provides a gravity advantage, it aligns the fetus with the pelvis, and enlarges the pelvic inlet. It may also enhance rotation from OP as it takes pressure off the sacrum and coccyx.
This position can be performed on the side of a bed, in the tub with a bird stool, or on the floor with a bird ball. Ask the client to sit on the ball with feet firmly on the ground and knees at a 90-degree angle. Use the sling to provide support and stabilization as the person leans forward. This is useful for clients who need constant motion of the hips and is also very beneficial in fetal positioning. Note the position here. The knees are lower than the hips and the trunk is leaning forward. You can also create a double rope positioned by the ears. The client may appreciate a knot placed in the rope as extra resistance for pulling. Kneeling, leaning forward. Kneeling enlarges the pelvic inlet more than side-lying or sitting. Forward-leaning positions, as mentioned previously, enhances fetal rotation and helps maintain OA.
This position can be performed on the floor, in the tub, or on a bed. You can use a sling tied with a loop, as a rope with a knot, or hanging loose. Also, there are pillows, knee pads, and mats available in the cupboard for cushioning. Position sling arm accordingly. Remember, you can reposition the bed side to side if needed. Ask the client to get in a kneeling, leaning forward position. If the person prefers a rope to pull on, you can hand them the sling with a knot tied at head level. Otherwise, to make a hammock, adjust the nadir of the loop to be at chin level of the person, and tie the knot up high on the sling.
Position the sling in front of them. They may want a pillow for comfort. Ask the client to lean into the loop. Adjust the height of the bed as needed to help with tension in the sling. The client should have the hip over the knees with the trunk leaning forward. Encourage swaying of hips. Alternatively, if the client is able to lift a leg safely, they can increase the pelvic outlet diameter. Switching the leg back and forth is encouraged. Standing, leaning forward. Upright position uses gravity to apply the presenting part to the cervix. Contractions may be less painful but more productive, and it promotes the flexion of fetal head to enhance descent of the fetus. The benefit of leaning forward are as the same as noted in sitting and kneeling position.
For this position, you will need a sling and perhaps a stool. To set up the sling, position the nadir of the loop at the clavicle of the person. Tie the knot high up in the loop for comfort. Ask the client to place the sling under their arms and in front of their chest and lean in. Encourage swaying of the hips. The client may also enjoy the pillow hammock or the knotted rope as shown previously. Note that the knees are bent and the trunk is leaning forward. Alternatively, clients can employ an asymmetric position to increase the pelvic outlet diameter by placing one foot on a stool. Supported half squat. This position provides the same benefits from the previous upright position. It also elongates the client's trunk, which may resolve asynclitism by providing more room for the baby to reposition their head. A relaxed pelvis allows for more mobility in the pelvic joints and can encourage the fetal head to mold in the pelvis as needed.
For this position, you'll need a sling with the nadir of the loop at the level of the clavicle. Ask the client to place their arms through the sling and place the sling behind them. When a client feels a contraction, ask them to sink down into the sling and relax their lower body. All their weight should be supported in the sling. When the contraction is over, ask the client to stand again. Note that the knees don't flex less than a 90-degree angle, hence the half squat position.